Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get the style liners. We're gonna mark ourselves a guideline. That's usually how I like to start my fades off, with the marking the guideline on both sides, so that way my fade will come out even with one another. So I wanted to make my tutorials a little different. I decided to go with a GoPro 5 and put it on my chest. I wanted to do like a first person view of my haircuts, so that way you can kind of see the detail and the hand movements and the lever movements of what I'm doing with my haircut. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to take the classic 76 with the one blade on it. We're going to go about half an inch up, creating another guideline for myself, so that way I can start my blending process. So on my Andis Masters, I have the 1/16 guard. Right here I'm kind of helping myself with knocking out the bulkiness. I started with the lever all the way open, usually, then I'll go halfway and then all the way closed to knock out that bottom line. This is something I do to kind of help with the process to make it a little bit quicker, but also a cleaner way of doing it as well. Now with my 1/8 guard, we're going to start knocking out some of this bulkiness. Once again, I started my lever all the way open. As I start closing the lever, come down, knocking out the shadowy area in the middle of the head. Now I'm going with the grain of the fade. I have the lever closed. This is what's helping knock out a lot of the bulkiness on top, making the fade a lot cleaner and the transition a lot smoother. Now with my fade masters all the way closed, I'm starting to knock the line out. As you can see right here, I do a lot of lever play as I'm trying to knock my line out. This is something, once again, that I picked up over the years of doing. I'm gonna probably make another video showing just only the lever, the sizes of the lever, so that way you can understand more of how the lever works as you're blending. So right here with my Andis Masters, I like to call this the detail stage of my haircut, because right now I'm going into the fade, detailing areas that need to be detailed. This is where you're really going to start bringing out the fade. There's a lot of lever play in this process for me. Alright, this next technique I picked up from a friend of mine a long time ago. I like to turn the slim line upside down and erase that line from that skin. As I'm doing this, I'm flaring out as I'm coming up, so that way I don't hit the fade. Because if you don't flare out, you're gonna just create a whole nother line of the fade, and you're just gonna have to bring your fade up higher. So I do recommend trying this on someone you know, and just do it slow. Alright, so now we got some bulkiness in this area, as you can see where I'm pointing at. Right here is going to be clipper over comb. As I'm doing the clipper over comb, I come out. I go in and I come out. This is something that I've learned over the years of doing. It's very tricky. It takes a lot of time to understanding, but you know, practice makes perfect. That's pretty much how you're going to get it. But you know, with this technique, I do recommend going slow. Don't try to go fast. You know, like I said, go in and out, in and out. You can control the comb. You control the size of your blend. You can turn your comb from a 1 guard to a 2 to a 3 to a 4. It's all on you. But well, like I said, go in and out with the comb. So now I got my T-out liners as I'm doing the edge up. As you can see, his hairline's kind of light, so I want to kind of stay as natural as I can. I do have my Andis 0 gap, and they are pretty sharp, so I want to tap as gently as I can. And like I said, follow his natural hairline. Don't want to push nothing back. We are going to enhance it and darken it up, so that way his lineup can pop out even more. Like I said earlier in the video, I am using a GoPro Hero 5. I did want to do something different on my tutorials. I figured strap it to my chest and let everyone get a first-person view of my haircuts. So with that being said, make sure you comment down below if you like the GoPro first-person view. I am new to YouTube, so I will be dropping more tutorials down the road. Make sure you subscribe so that way you guys can stay up to date with the videos I drop. Alright, so this is something I picked up from other barbers. This is Kiss Express diluted down, and I'm using an airbrush kit to lay it on the hair. Sorry about the cord being in the way, but as you can see, this is darkening his lineup. I know a lot of barbers are against the whole enhancements, and I was at one point, but I mean, sometimes you gotta do stuff to stay relevant and not get behind others. You gotta stay with the program and stay with what's trending, because you don't want to end up in last place. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just pretty much cleaning up the lineup. Any of the overspray, the clipper will take it away. But right here, you're kind of sharpening up the edge up. Thank you everybody, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go subscribe so that way you can keep up with my future tutorials.